Over the course of the last 2 months, Valorant streamer JasonR has been accused of dodging ranked games with women, muting women in his ranked games, and being misogynistic towards women in the Valorant community. These accusations, which were originally levied against him back in February, have since been argued about and discussed across Twitch and social media ad nauseum. But they recently blew up once again, when him and mega streamer Tarik had an almost hour-long argument on stream about the subject in front of 20,000 people on Saturday night. Here's the whole story. Now, while this situation boiled over in a very public way this past weekend, in order to properly understand what's been going on with JasonR, we need to go back in time to February. On February 20th, this tweet from Shopify Rebellion Valorant player Panini that read, "When are we going to talk about that one big streamer that mutes every girl in his ranked games?" garnered a lot of attention and reaction from both men and women in the TAC FPS scene. While the original tweet obviously did not name anyone specifically, many of the replies and quote tweets referenced JasonR. As the tweets rolled in on February 21st, JasonR was accused of intentionally muting women on his team in ranked, intentionally dodging ranked games when he had women on his team, pretending his game crashed when he had women on his team, and generally being misogynistic towards women in his stream. Included in the accusations being waged against him were 2 clips that were 4 or more years old. One in which he refers to women on Twitch as hoes, and the other one involving his wife, himself, and a woman in his Twitch chat, both of which he has since said were taken out of context. Now, of course that's a long list of allegations, but the general sentiment is that JasonR did not want to play with women on his team, or at the very least communicate with them. Sentinel's IGL Shazam also corroborated some of these allegations on stream that day when his chat asked him about the situation. Shazam even claimed that Jason dodged a game Shazam was playing with his girlfriend Juna and claimed his game crashed.
He just insta-mutes any girl that's on his team in ranked, or he dodges the game if there's a girl on his team. That's not talking shit. I'm just saying that is weird behavior to me. That's not okay.
Now, in response to these accusations back in February, he made a few comments on stream, like this one where he referred to women as bitches, which was called out on Twitter by Dignitas Valorant player Rain.
Dodge it.
Can't dodge anymore, man. Lord knows there might be a fucking girl on my team. Lord knows might be a fucking bitch on the squad. Might get fucking hated for the rest of my life.
And it's important to note that before I go any further in this story, Jason originally denied the allegations that he was dodging games. He said that he uses a pretty complicated dual PC setup to stream, and that his game crashes pretty frequently. And that led to the perceived dodging.
Not only am I on a dual PC stream, I'm using voice meter banana. When my game will sometimes load into the game, it'll sit on a loading screen. I don't even hear anybody talking. I don't know who's in my game at all. My game will crash. I don't dodge anybody. I don't do any of that shit.
And then as the situation started to gain more attention, he made these comments the next day on February 23rd.
Stop disrespecting women. How do I disrespect women? I don't talk to them. How do I disrespect women? Sorry, I didn't know that not interacting with them is disrespecting them.
And then the next day, on February 24th, the majority of the discussion about Jason, the allegations, and the back and forth between him and other streamers all culminated in an 8-minute statement he made before his stream and posted to his YouTube channel.
Here's my statement. You ready? Because it's only stuff I've repeatedly said over and over, but here it is again for the people in the back.
In the statement, he addressed the accusations and said he is not a misogynist and does not want to spread hate. He also said that the accusations of him dodging Tarik's 10-man and dodging Shazam and his girlfriend's game because of the inclusion of women were being presented in a misleading way. He also went on to claim that some of the people leveling these accusations were, quote, using their platform to create a tremendous amount of hate towards his wife out of anger that she may be controlling his every move on the internet, end quote. This last point was in reference to some of the original accusations that the reason he dodges ranked games with women is because of his relationship with his wife. Now, it's also important to note that there were prominent voices that came out in defense of JasonR in this situation. CSGO streamer Mo, in particular, who has streamed with JasonR for years, said that this is just a matter of him respecting his wife. Okay, so that was February. Jason was accused. Jason responded multiple times. He eventually made a statement at the end, and then things settled down, for the most part. That is, until this past weekend, where Jason said this about Valorant streamer and ex-CSGO pro Tarik.
Tarik, the motherfucker is fake as he's met my wife. I've met his girl. I've met him in real life. Motherfuckers literally has the audacity to ban my name in his fucking chat. Because he changed up. He's so fucking, because he's finally got fucking views, and that's all he fucking cares about.
Now, for those uninitiated, Tarik is one of the biggest FPS streamers on Twitch right now. He was obviously an integral part of the C9 CSGO major win, and he has become a very important part of bridging the gap from CS to Valorant. He routinely hosts watch parties for VCT matches that have 50,000 plus viewers. And well, since back in the CSGO days, Tarik and JasonR have run in the same crowd of TAC FPS minded North American streamers. And so after a month of this going down, JasonR vented the other night about how Tarik had not come to his defense in the situation, especially as somebody who knew him personally and had met his wife. Tarik had also blocked the word JasonR in his Twitch chat. And so after Jason called Tarik an L friend in game, Tarik invited him into his Valorant party to settle the situation once and for all.
Let's fucking get to the bottom of this.
Okay, well.
Hold on. I want you to be here for this.
This all went down after midnight on Sunday morning Eastern time, with more than 20,000 people watching in Tarik's stream. And over the course of the next better part of an hour, they argued. Mostly about how Jason felt that because Tarik knew him and his wife personally and had spent time with them, he should have come to his defense and told everyone that he wasn't a misogynist. Jason also repeatedly suggested that the reason Tarik didn't come forward in the first place was that he was growing on Twitch and he didn't want to risk his success.
You were in a position where you have met both me and Stephanie. You were in a position to tell people, yo, JasonR is not the fucking person that these fucking people are trying to label him as. You have defended and shut down certain people and banned certain people, but you have not gone out and told people and actually gave people a character fucking witness of me. All these people who are saying things that character witnesses are not misogynist, but you chose to be a fucking girl about it and just wouldn't fucking say shit to me.
I think we could say that's a pretty rough choice of words given the situation. Now to this, Tarik responded multiple times that yes, despite the fact that he spent time with Jason and with Jason's wife in person, he believes that there is, quote, undeniable and undisputable evidence that JasonR dodges ranked games with women.
Yes, I've hung out with you and your girlfriend, sure, but it doesn't take away from the fact that there's undeniable, undisputable evidence that you clearly dodge queues versus girls. If I play with you, then it seems like I support that behavior, and I don't know why you do it. It's your personal reason. It's your private matter, but I don't agree with it. Okay, Jason, let's hear from you. Why do you dodge girls in queues then? Tell us right now. Why are you dodging these games?
Why?
Yes, tell us.
I respect my relationship with my wife enough to not allow people to start flipping out that I'm playing with another girl.
Now, obviously, I can't show you all 45 minutes of this conversation, but the back and forth was mostly that the whole time. Jason thought Tarik was being a bad friend for not defending him, and Tarik maintained that he would have defended him if he agreed with him and felt like he was being unfairly targeted. And as you might imagine, the next day, all hell broke loose all over social media. Streamers like XQC, Ludwig, and QT Cinderella were all reacting to the conversation on stream, and it once again became the talk of the Valorant world. This led JasonR to once again address these allegations on stream. Only this time, he admitted to dodging games with women.
Everyone wants him to say he purposely dodges. Just say it. I have said it, dude. Again, I will say it again for the people in the back. I dodged certain situations for my wife and my relationship. From now on, I will not be dodging or moving or avoiding these situations from now on. And I'm sorry. Like, again, I didn't mean any harm.
He also released this statement to Twitter, entitled it Taking Accountability. Quote, I was avoiding certain online situations out of respect for my wife, Stephanie. When I was younger, I was not a good person to her, and I take accountability for my actions that led us to this place. I was trying to avoid potentially toxic situations, not wanting her to be put through drama. I will no longer be avoiding these online situations, and I am sorry that my intentions were misconstrued by my actions. There are so many lies about me out there, lies about Steph, who doesn't deserve this. There are people making false allegations off of out of context information. I wish nothing but peace and love for people and ask for a touch of understanding. I am sorry. End quote. And that statement brings us to, more or less, where we are today. After over a month of back and forth, Jason admitted that with the intention of respecting his wife, he was avoiding these online situations. And as far as the public arbitration of this situation goes, that's pretty much where this all ends. I think it's pretty safe to say that this situation is very complicated and has shed a lot of light on the difficulties associated with being a woman in the gaming and esports world, and in having your personal life wrapped up in your streaming life. That said, the fact is that dozens of prominent voices, people who have the safety of a platform to come forward, have been made to feel uncomfortable by Jason's actions. And whether you think what he did is super severe or not, that is a problem, full stop. Everybody should feel safe playing video games on the internet. I don't think that's up for debate. And hopefully, after a month of this all being put out there in public, Jason releasing his statement, apologizing, and admitting to some of the accusations, we've arrived at the end of this with some shred of agreement. Now, on the other side of things, assuming the death threats and vitriol that Jason says are being thrown at him are also real, I think we can all agree that that's a pretty f***ed up way to handle this situation. Hopefully, we've reached the conclusion of this situation, and we can all take the lessons we've learned and try to be better tomorrow because of it.